I'm back! Today I'm working on another commission. Is that a surprise? No, because this weekend I am going to Toronto Game Expo. So this week I'm going to be working really hard on commissions and things that I really need to finish before I leave for the weekend, and then I will continue working on them, of course. Hold on, I'm just putting on my little sleeve so my elbow can keep drawing for a long time. But while I do that, let me explain. Today I'm going to be drawing Eli and Ophelia. I've already sketched them on stream. We have picked which, well, I didn't pick, the client picked which sketch they want to go for, and I'm going to be doing, as it says above, the flat colors, the shading, and I'm going to be rendering. However, when I get to that stage, I'll probably render them together. Or maybe I'll switch during the shading point, but regardless, I'm going to start off. Whack the thing. You don't need to see all that. For Eli, there are two options. I gave A and B, so I asked which one they want to go for. We're picking A. We're going with A. Where are you? Oh, you're Eli. So we're going for that one. I do have the habit of removing like clothing when I'm sketching, so I'll fix. Because she does have a sleeve, so I'll fix that up. And I am going to adjust her arm a little bit because the foreshortening, to be fair, when I add shading, probably it'll fix it up. But yeah, I'm also going to change her proportions a little bit when I change the angle. It shifted things a bit. So let's do that first, because let's follow the notes before I forget. Trying to balance that out. The original was a little bit too exaggerated, but then when I shifted the angle, it didn't work as well. To be honest, her hand is actually quite slim. It's just a foreshortening. Like, this has to be bigger because it's closer to us. Maybe not that much. Maybe only half. I feel like her thumb is a little bit. I like that. Alright. I think she's correct now. This was before I cleaned it up, essentially. And now. I do think it's a little too exaggerated, you know? Like, her whole chest came out. Like this. When we paint, it'll make more sense, I think. Alright, there's no point in keeping B because we're gonna keep going. We already have reference of how it looks like because I sent a photo. This was how he looked, I believe. No, actually, this is not how he looked beforehand. I do have this reference to them. Alright, I'm going to merge them. Here we go. I'm gonna put them side by side so we don't have to look at them separated. She does look huge next to him, doesn't she? But I think it's just a matter of like, she's more zoomed in than he is. Let me do one of these. Like, her arm is quite close to it, so that means she's. Huh. Alrighty, let's go. So close to the edge. Alright. This is gonna be pretty, like, I feel like autopilot for me. So if anybody has any questions along the way, this is like pretty standard for my process. I do the sketch, I clean up the sketch, then I do all that stuff that it says above me. So, if you have questions, it's really easy for me to answer this. I'm going to look up his color. Oh, I did change from the previous time. I gave him like a side sweep. This time he has half. Like it's a middle part. Have you seen that really funny post where it's like, how did they change where their hair was growing out of? That doesn't make sense. Just looking for a photo of their colors. What I did, but I messed up my, not my, weird. Alright, so he's got black hair and hazel eyes. Hazel eyes are kind of difficult to draw. Because they're kind of, I mean, a lot of characters that I've been given have hazel eyes, but they're kind of like in between green and brown. And when they're small, it's kind of difficult, but we're gonna figure it out. He is not pale, but I want to say like he looks more fair because his hair is so dark. So let's go with that. It's not gonna be like pure white. See, right now he's like very close to, you can see above I'm doing the colors. But because the background is white, everything's gonna look dark. Maybe I'll just narrate how I usually do my process. Ooh, also I learned this cool thing recently. I don't know if I know how to do it though. Can I do this? Wait, hold on. There's a tool property thing. How do I add it? Automatically, I think I have a thing for it. I think it's already doing, there you can see it. So if I make this layer, you can't see it, there's a little icon up here. Hold on, I can move it. See the icon that's highlighted right over here? I'm like going on top of it. So apparently you can turn on the reference layer and then the colors underneath, depending, there's a setting for this, but I'm just using the brush that automatically sets the setting for it. Oh, right here. Somehow, now I can see it. Ridiculous. Over here, it says do not cross lines of reference layer. But if I switch eraser, it doesn't show up. I was trying to find the setting, I couldn't find it. But that setting, apparently. Yes, Eli's the first on the checklist. Hi, Eli. But then this one is not, I didn't do it perfectly, so like, this is useless, isn't it? But look, it's so clean! Crazy! Studio, what are you doing to me? Spoiling me. Alright. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it won't pass the line. It's referencing it. Except here, because I didn't do this clean, so. Shh, don't worry about that, don't worry about that. Will it work everywhere else? That would be amazing. Save me time. Save me time. To be honest, this week is going to be kind of chaotic for me because I have, I moved the camera specifically so you wouldn't see it, but there's like a bunch of stuff for con setup behind me. So no video games for me. I want to play video games. But no video games for me. But I am going to a game expo, so maybe I'll be able to like games. Ooh, look at how clean it is. Ah, I did it so perfectly. Did you see that? But I did it in one swoop. So hold on. Oops, sorry. Mind me. I'm back. Okay, it's hopeless here. There's no way. Wait, that was so fun that I want to do the other character. That was way too fun. Okay. Let me double check what her skin color is. I won't do it with everything, just the skin color. He's got darker skin actually, so I think she's tan with blonde hair. So let me cheat real quick. I'm gonna test it again. This is reference layer. This time she's the reference layer. So you can only have one reference layer? Interesting. I'm learning so much. Look, you're learning with me at the same time. Caught on camera. She's learning how to use the program. Is that too dark? Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this. I need to change it later. I will. Hold on a second. Did I delete the wrong layer earlier? No, you're kidding. Hold on, let me go backwards. Let's see it. How far can I go? I didn't, right? I'm so paranoid. Okay, that's what her arm looks like, right? Making sure I'm looking at the right thing. So paranoid, oh my god. But when I press liquefy, it looks like nothing's changing. So I'm like, am I on the wrong? No. See how nothing's changing? It gives me the vibe that I deleted the wrong layer. Give me a second. Let me test this. Let me test this. Let me. What did I send? Did it look different? Oh, it looks so different. Okay. Alright, y'all. Alright. We're gonna have to do it all again. I can't believe. I'm gonna save this as a mistake so I remember which one to delete. Okay? You're gonna see nothing for a second. Hold on. You see the hand is different? No! No! It's okay. Listen. 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 If I could do it the first time, that means I can do it faster the second time. So give me a moment. I'm not gonna talk while I figure this out real quick. Life is happening right now. I just dropped my pen. Dear me. I got my pen, but like I had to move so many things around. See, let this be your lesson. Don't go too fast. Don't move too fast. Okay, alright, moving on. It's like it never happened. It didn't happen, right, y'all? It didn't freaking happen. I dare you, watch it back. I did the exact same thing, just faster, alright? It looks the exact same. Boom. See? Back. Color might not be the exact same, but it's fine. We're fine. He'll look normal in a second. Alright, and what I want, well, we discovered it at this point that I messed up. It was at this moment she knew. I do really need to draw her back in. Maybe I should do that before I forget. Hold on. Oh, I love when I type in all caps. Isn't that your, like, favorite moment? What did I do for this sleeve? Oh, okay, I found it. Alright, I got it. We're going so fast right now. I'm like Sonic up in here. This, but I don't actually know what I did. I believe they're supposed to be like cool over here. But I don't actually know if that's like a good. Yeah. Like, there's two. Okay. This is supposed to be like gold. Imagine that. Okay, cool. Good. We're great. We're solid. Listen, when Azuki needs to make up for lost time. It's real. It's so real. We're so locked in right now. Watch me mess up in the next 2 minutes. Yeah, this eraser thing is like magic. What the heck? Yo, Clip Studio. People living in Clip Studio worlds, they're doing it right. Goodness. Lasso tool, underrated. There's some tools that I don't use, but lasso tool. Alright. At least we didn't have to lose her color. Alright, she doesn't have to be a reference anymore. Goodbye. See you later. Bye. Okay, we're back on track. It's like nothing happened, right? Alright, now I'm gonna do clipping mask to the skin color, which is why I filled in the skin color. Look, if I do this in black, we're not gonna be able to understand what's happening. So I pick an unnatural color, like blue. Or like really dark brown. But I think his hair is gonna be dark brown, so it doesn't make sense. See, here, at least I can see the lines. I'm gonna go a little lighter. Because when we add shading, it'll look even darker. You ever look at black in real life? Never like black. Like either grayish, bluish, or brown. I have like crazy, you see it? I have crazy stabilization on her. I'm like doing this real smooth. With a V. Right? I know his hands are not really fully like drawn in, but I'm expecting to do that later. With an 8 in the middle. Later. What? This is tight. Also, I'm realizing apparently there's an issue with YouTube. Give me 2 seconds. 1. Why is there 2 videos with the same name? How can I be in 2 places in the same place? YouTube, sort your stuff out. Why is YouTube so dramatic when you have to delete a video? It's like, delete forever? Forever. Yeah, I got it, bro. I got it. Jeez Louise, relax. Okay. I'm back. I'm back, but I still haven't figured out the color of his tie. What is it? That was anticlimactic. It was climactic? You know, to be honest, I speak English, but that word is always confused me. Can you tell that I'm running on? In fact, I'm not running on low sleep. I just feel like I'm running on low sleep. Don't know. Look. Is it gonna work? Genius. Look at that. He's so dapper. You know what? I messed up as I said that. I was supposed to fill in his shirt. That's cool. So he's already pale. I'm not gonna use pure white because that's ridiculous. And that looks disgusting. Look at that color. That's like... Okay, never mind. Look at that color. It's like eggshell white. This is not even in the same realm of white. Now that'll work. I'm like sincerely concerned for anybody who watches these videos after, because like if you were to watch all of my videos, which you wouldn't do because they're like all really freaking long, back to back, one of them I look like I'm dying from like lack of sleep, and the other one I look like I'm thriving from, again, lack of sleep. You want to know the real story? You didn't ask for it, but here you go. I took a melatonin because my sleep schedule is backwards, so I was like, let me take one. Maybe I'll like be able to wake up when I want to wake up and then sleep when I want to sleep. Apparently that was a really bad decision. I took it, and then the next day being today, I'm like, why do I feel like nothing's real? I'm so tired. So that's That's how I've been living my life. Okay. Your black hair. Let me do some color mixing over here. You know, Hoop Studio actually has a color mixer tool. It's so cool, but I never use it. Can I like add it back? Can I add it back? I want to try and use it. What? Oh, there it is. Apparently this is the first colors that I mixed the first time I opened this app. Okay. How do I... Thank goodness, I didn't want to look at that anymore. Okay, so I want to take this color and I want to take this color because I want him to have the same color as his suit. That doesn't make sense. But I don't want him to have like brown hair because that doesn't make sense either. Wait, but if I undo, it does here, but it doesn't undo here, which is very annoying. That's incredibly annoying. This color? Is this like if I lower the opacity here, does it also play too low opacity? No? Oh, I'm just living a lie then. Cool. Right, that's the color I'm using for now. You know how you feel cringe like looking at your photos from like grade 5? Just me. Well then try going live and then looking back at your lives. It's like literally capturing a moment in time where you're like sentient. You're not like reading a script. As opposed to when you're reading a script and you're not sentient. No, but like really, you're not even there. It's weird. So what I recommend is don't watch your lives back. Right, so I filled in the... maybe I didn't like that. Clear my glasses. I can't see anything. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the color. Well, I'm going to color the line art. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I was talking as if I was confident. I don't know what the heck. I will in about 5 minutes. I will know what I'm doing. Peak entertainment. I can see you now! There, alright. I'm gonna erase that because it's too light. Oh, I can see the color of his hair now. I don't know if I like that, but I'm gonna add shading. I'm sure I will. Alright. Okay. I got it. I'm gonna... First of all, if you want to do it the Azuki way, you turn the line art layer, multiply. I'm not talking about coloring the lines. I'm talking the layer that has the lines in it, the black lines in it, turn it into multiply. We're gonna clip that layer. We're gonna clip the layer above it. Those are gonna color the lines. Let me demonstrate. So this one here, it says normal, right? I'm gonna turn the black lines normal. They're no longer multiply. So if I color the lines while it's clipped, it turns into the same color because they're both normal layers. If I turn this into multiply, well, bam, see? So the layers are multiply, but the color layer is normal. Do I be making any sense? Where's the... Here, this thing. Right here. Let me show you, because I can't explain things. Right here. This is multiply. The one that has the eye, multiply. This one has colors on it. It's normal. So whatever I color this on this layer, it's going to affect the multiply. But if this stays normal, if the line layer stays normal. Yeah, it shows up. It also does this. That's ridiculous. Did that help anybody? I don't think so, but don't worry about it. If you ever want a proper tutorial, maybe I'll figure it out. learn how to run my life. All right, checklist. Coming back. So I'm taking the skin color. I usually like change the multiply layer to be a little less like dark. I don't know if I'll do it this time. Depends on how I go about coloring it. Maybe this one I won't do it because most of the lines are black anyway. The lines need to be dark anyway. This is also the layer that I changed the eye color. And when I'm doing hazel, it's like brown and green together. So brown and green, they kind of cancel each other out. So I just do like a cool toned brown, which is essentially gray. Let me show you. Let me demonstrate. Actually, let me demonstrate it over here in the color mixing. So let's say I want to go with brown. Right over here. This is, okay, that's not brown. This is brown. That's not brown either. What? Is this real life? What's happening? Bro, what? I'm confused. That was so weird. Alright then. Here we go. Sorry. It took a long time for me to figure out how to use a color mixing. So this is brown, right? And then if I go for a green, and let's say green eyes, they're not like super saturated because that would be freaky. I'll say like this is the max, right? I'm gonna exaggerate because it's hard. The green is here. So this is going to start mixing them. And what color is it now? It's essentially like the brownish color is a little bit different. Here, it's getting closer to the gray. Versus the green that's like down here. And the brown is like more reddish. So essentially it's kind of greenish. I mean, it's grayish. Oh my god. I don't know if this is the color that I would go for hazel, but we're gonna go with it. Like, does that look hazel to you though? Right? Like, I think I need to add like a little bit. Let's try and add light. This is what I'm explaining. So you see when I do this, it's like closer to gray, but it's kind of looks cool toned next to the brown. To be honest, when I do blue eyes, I typically don't actually do blue, I do gray. Because they don't look next to like orangey skin tone with like blush. I think that looks like hazel to me. And then when I color it in, I can add a little bit of brown, a little bit of green, a little bit of soul, and then it'll look right. To lighten his lashes, it's a little bit of a small thing. So I'm gonna take this. Obviously his brows are not skin colored. I do prefer to do that. So that it looks like he has skin under his eyebrows. What's the color of the inside of your mouth? Ah! Dark, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah. not coloring anything. Am I tripping? It's doing absolutely nothing. That's multiply. All right, right. Because it's multiply, it's gonna be so dark. Right. Which is why I'm going for a lighter color this time. Actually, sure. And it doesn't hurt that it doesn't. All right. So bam, these lines are colored. Sometimes I do in the reverse, where I add the shadow first, and then I add the line color, because then it'll match the shadow. But what we're gonna do is we're just not gonna merge it. So if I decide to change the line color, I can. In the same file, you will actually see I have more characters, because this is actually going to be, if you can see, there's like a few boxes up there. This is actually going to be a set of 6. Give me 2 seconds. I will show you the previous characters that I worked on. So bam! These are the, well, they kind of shifted over. But these are the previous characters that I worked on. They're all gonna be a set. So this is what you, if you've never seen me do art before, this is what we're going for. This is the style we're going for. You didn't have faith in me because you saw the sketch and you were like, man, I've never seen her draw a thing before in her life. They're actually gonna look dope. Anyway, I'm showing you these because I actually need to go through and find the shadow color. Because I remember I saved it for us. I believe it's this color here. See, the sketch was crazy. See, you just gotta believe the I feel like I saved this here for future me, but then, like, why doesn't the layers show it? Maybe because I merged everything. So let's like believe future me had a plan, and this is a color. I think I wanted to pick like a what's called like a typical base that I would go for. So if it's like sunny outside and it's warm light, the shadow will be kind of cool light. So I'd probably pick purple because there's like a little bit of red tinted in there. Otherwise, if I'm just using pure blue, it's kind of like makes them look dead a little bit. Just think of Twilight. You watch Twilight, they all look like they're dying. Yeah, because the lighting is like blue-green. Anyway, so now that, ooh, spooky. Now that I have this shadow color, I can actually apply it. But because I did it this way, I'm wondering if I should just like do it on top. Listen, even I don't have that process. So I'm gonna turn this into multiply. Oh bam. Because they're in a group, I can clip it. You see how I drink water? You should also hydrate. But I know if you're an artist, you don't. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take... I'm gonna show you this again. Because what else am I gonna do? Let me show you what I'm doing. I turned off the wrong one. There we go. Okay. So above, I did a clipping mask. And then I applied a mask, which is up here. There's this function right here. See, it says... Can you see that I'm clicking it to turn blue and gray? So, this mask here... I can show you. If I apply it... This is the mask in its entirety. If I erase, you can see the black on it. That's what I've erased. But I'm working in reverse, so I delete it. Now when I paint it, it reappears. Aha! All an illusion. Hold on, I gotta move over. I have an armrest, I'm not using it at all. So for my other characters, the lighting, it looks like it's coming... Wait, let's just look at them. The lighting, it looks like it's coming from here. This is the lighting. And the shadow is ending up here. However, I think I did something a little bit like funky, and I did like a little trick. So I did the lighting as if it's like hitting them direct in the middle, almost. So it's like this. So if she was like almost like they're taking a photo shoot. So she's also being lit here and the shadow is here. I remember I like changed the shadow afterwards because this was originally the shadow and I moved it over here. So imagine it's like this. Light is hitting them like this. And then the shadow is hitting them over here. So we're gonna have to do the same thing with Eli over here, where shadow is going to be here, the lighting is going to be over here. Good. Right. Does anybody know what I'm saying? I hope so. I do this in two different ways. I either cut it in, like I actually draw it in, or I put like an airbrush and then I clean it up. Oh, what I'm doing today. Right. Look, it doesn't matter what brush color I'm using because the mask only works in brush and eraser. Versus Photoshop, it works in black and white. I kind of miss. I don't know if I can change that function. It would be amazing because masks in the studio is the only thing I don't like right now. I also did this to his nose. You've ever seen like anime characters, they have this? I'm literally just drawing out where the shadows go. You know, honestly, I think this method of doing the airbrush works better in Photoshop and not in Clip Studio because you could use opacity. Versus here, it's like I either use full or not, so maybe... I don't know what eye shape I gave him. It kind of matters. I don't know, because this is fantasy. Sci-fi fantasy, I believe. I have no idea if they have different ethnicities or what. Kind of important to know. For the eye shape. I want to say he has hooded eyes. I'm gonna give him hooded eyes. Hooded eyes, if you don't know different eye shapes, they're essentially like my eye shape. So if I look at you straight, I have a... I have an eyelid here, where it's not connected over here. That would be an epicanthic. Epicanthic? It would be monolid. Or double eyelid. Asian double eyelid. Not only Asians have them, however, I'm just... For this reference, this is the double eyelid if you know K-pop surgery, that's best reference. But hooded eye just means I have less space here. So since I don't know his ethnicity, I'm going to do that because it's the most ambiguous. Versus monolid, which means it's basically invisible. Not invisible, but it's... You can't see it when their eyes are open. It is typically most common in Asian features, so that one would be like pushing it too far. If I'm not correct, I'd have to change it too much. Now it's gonna bother me. Is it epicanthic or epicanthal? Pretty sure it's epicanthic. Yeah, epicanthic. Since I am mixed, this is like the only thing I can be an expert on naturally, because I see a lot of different eye shapes during... I'm probably around a lot of diversity in that regard. Which is why I actually learned how to give my characters different eye shapes, because, you know, I want to be able to see people I recognize in my character. That's the terminology. no reason. But more you know. Somebody edited it. Also, if you're watching me, this is another fact for you. Men's and women's shirts, they are buttoned. I care about it. You can't just have like a plain shirt like that. That doesn't make sense. So it's at this point I'm gonna add a little bit of the folds and things like that. Otherwise, it just looks like it's like painted onto him. I mean, technically, it is. So now you see why it kind of matters that I'm talking about the line color. Because now if I put it under here, well, technically because it's multiply, it doesn't really matter that much. Especially because I'm working with dark lines. I think it does make a slight difference. Maybe I'm just lying. I might be lying for this. Don't mind me. If it works, it works. Sometimes I add texture and sometimes I kind of don't add as much texture, so let me double check. See how much texture brush I used in the previous, because they all have to match. I used a textured brush. Did I? I don't know. It looks like I used it here. Did I use it too? I did. They're just kind of small, so you can't really see it. You can't really see the texture that much. Also, my style is actually quite messy. If you zoom in this far. I did use a texture brush. You can see it on her hair. And on the metal as well. But you see, it's not super perfect. So if you're looking at my stuff kind of like, whoa, so detailed. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Super important. This is the most important step. I don't care what anybody says. It's a little bit too intense. This is the most important step. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I was talking about this while working on dark skin characters earlier, that if you're working on a darker skin character, their palms tend to be lighter. I do find that maybe a little bit it's more noticeable, maybe not on this camera, especially my lighting, but if you're light, chances are your palms are going to be more pinky. So that can be your thing. However, I just make everything pinky when I can. You might be giving a little bit, like I went to the rare section in Sephora and went crazy, but I'm going to reduce the opacity. But now he looks alive, right? See, before, after. Now he has some color tones. This is actually something I heard people talking about that matters in like theater or like film, is that if you don't add like color variation, if you change the skin color, like I don't know, make them like a natural skin color, and you don't change the color variation in their face, then it just looks like they've been painted. So this is actually something to keep in mind when painting characters as well, I feel like. They have a lot of yellows, blues, and things like that. do I want to continue? Maybe we should look at the checklist. Let's look at the checklist. You thought the checklist was for you? Nah, it's for me. It's for... What did I do? It's for me. Alright, so I did the fat colors. I did the shading. And now... render time. However, I want to render them at the same time, kind of, I think. So let me do her colors first. And I want to go as far as I can with like only small changes needing to be done. So this is pretty much like my whole painting process video. Good, except for the touch-ups. Which is the touch-ups is essentially me doing the exact same thing over and over again, just smaller. Alrighty, she is blonde. So this is technically the reverse, in a way, because I'm going to have to make her dark lines lighter. And her outfit, she's got blue eyes, light blue eyes. Her outfit is like a light blue. Well, not light blue, maybe like a muted blue. Alright. So same situation. I'm going to take her skin tone here. Lighten it up. Okay, it's a little bit, it's giving the same color. I don't think they said light blonde. I think they just said blonde. But it might be one of those situations, like, you know, this tanner kind of skin. Where, sorry, tanner. Like a surfer type of skin where they're very tan and like their hair is like more bleached from the sun. Yeah, it is light blonde. Okay, great. Great. Never mind, I'm just yapping. We don't need like that, right, do we? Like an in-between. I have to use my color mixing tool again. If you're used to seeing my art, you know that I typically draw actually women more than men. But obviously, in these sets, I'm doing like guy, girl, so... This is your first time seeing me. Well... I'm evening out the guy-girl ratio here. Even my original characters, my persona is a girl because I am a girl, but a woman. However, my original characters, I made sure to do one boy, one girl. A man and girl. Yeah. I think it's because like I have a sibling and then I have a lot of guy friends and I hang out with a lot of guys. I think like, you know, that masculine energy kind of matters. It's really nice to see like a guy and a girl be friends. In reality, yeah, sure, obviously, but media. And they're platonic. They don't end up dating each other. So it's just like this wholesome, cute vibe. As for these characters that I'm working on, I have no idea. I don't know the story. Sometimes it's better that way when I'm looking at characters from my book. Oh, I do know a little bit though. Apparently, I asked their ages. They are very close in age. She's 21 and she's 22. It was kind of important for me to know, otherwise I would have made them look too teenagery. The previous characters, I believe, they are actually teenagers. Let me show you. These ones. The one on the left, at least, he is a teenager. So I made sure to make him have some boyish wonder. For her, I think she was older. I think she was like older teens. I want to say like 19, if I remember correctly. But she was a little bit more intense. But like for him, I tried to make him a little bit more intense. soft boy. Whoop. And then versus for him, he's what, 21 and she's 22. And at that point, you're an adult, so you all look the same, kind of. Okay. Anyway, so giving it like a muted blue, maybe a little bit more saturated, not saturated. Okay, well, calm down. Yeah, I like this color. A little bit darker, but a little bit more saturated as well. It's not pastel. Okay, because she's blonde and it's got blue going on, I thought gold would be really pretty, so I did go for gold, as well as like, that's what the reference was. Double check. Gold? Holy gold? Yeah, we're working with gold. So in that case, I'm gonna take her blonde and then we'll do gold. Here. I don't want to make it look bronze, but it might look bronze at this stage before I add like the highlights. I didn't clean this up. I just assumed I would do it well. This is also gold. I feel like this would be really pretty with like a jewel, but I don't think it has a jewel. This is gonna be like a blue diamond style. It's not a diamond, but diamond shape. Oh, maybe it is prettier like this. Also going to be gold. Obviously, I can't really paint that in right now. Yeah, see. I'm gonna take this color here because I have For him, it didn't really matter, but obviously her skin tone is a little bit darker, so I got her back. Clara. Those are the base colors. Black colors. Time to do her liner. I'm gonna do the same thing as last time. I'm gonna do this multiply. Keep this normal. Wow. Okay then. Actually, her skin tone was the right color for like her hair, but like for her skin, might be a little bit too orange. Like, see, it's a little bit too much. I might add it back and make it more like it's got a nice tan, but I'm gonna add it on top rather than have it like part of her actual skin tone. Otherwise, it's kind of feels like unnatural. Versus like a really nice sun-kissed look. It's like I'm naturally orange, and I don't know if that's what I wanted. For her eyes, I don't want to make her lashes blue. I might make a little bit of the center blue, which makes it look like her eye color is going through her lashes. But I also don't want to make her lashes black because that would be giving mascara. And she could very well be wearing mascara. I don't know. And kind of things back in the day to do it. I don't know what time era this is. However, it feels a little bit jarring for her. So I'm probably going to do like a dark. Notice how I said that I use like gray for the eyes usually? They have blue eyes. She does have light blue eyes. I can't really do it easily when I'm working with multiply because this is using white. Actually, I can't do it. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna do it later. I keep coming up with excuses to say like, oh, I can't really do it, and then realize, wait, I can do it. I just don't like doing it. Never mind. That should be a valid enough reason in my process, okay? Kind of looking coppery, but I think it's fine. Gold, I have to paint anyway. I don't want to keep looking for the color. All right. I don't think this whole part is supposed to be filled in, actually. Now that I look at it. I think it's supposed to be more like this. Yeah. I will clean that up. Okay, let me realign myself. His head looks too small for his shoulders. However, in a suit, usually, you know, sharp, dapper guy. So, figure that out while I'm working. I do change the proportions as I go. Of course, going to add the same shadow color to her. Okay, thing is, I have been doing it this whole time where the light is hitting them and then like shadow on the side. In this case, how am I going to do this to make it look flattering? What I'm thinking is I'm going to add the shadow here and a little bit here. So like the light is hitting here. Shadows falling on the side. Okay, so her nose is a little bit extreme right now. Okay. Alright, now it looks like a nose. She knows. Okay, light is hitting from here as well. This here. And this one is also a little bit dark. Alright, and now the stage we've all been waiting for. Render. Wait first. This is Eli, this is Elia. Let me see. I didn't label the other ones, but there was only 2 of them at the time, and now it's become. Okay, what did I do previously? I don't even know what I did in the previous versions. Did I just merge them? I think I did. Alright, for safety reasons, I am going to duplicate them and merge them. Or not. I don't know what I just did. Hold on. What did I do? What? Huh? I'm trying to make this easier for myself, but I'm like, what's going on? This is exactly why I want to merge them. Okay, let me put them together. There we go. I'm gonna call this set 2. That way we don't mix them up. Alright, now they're together, see? And I immediately put them together and I immediately separate them. Okay, now Eli is all by himself. Now everything that I do, he's merged together like this. But I am going to do another layer on top because I have anxiety about this. So I'm going to paint him on another layer, and then as I get more and more confident, I will merge as I go. Let me double check though that I didn't add a lighting layer to the previous ones, because if I did, I should probably do that. Kinda doesn't look like I did, but I might have. Don't know. Well, I'll add lighting. Anyway. Okay. Where do we start first? The face, because the face is most important. And whenever I start painting, it's almost like I don't know what I'm doing at first. So, make a mark. Figure it out. Cleaning. he supposed to be looking at us, or is he supposed to be looking away from us? My question. Because in this one, it kind of looks like he's looking at us. And this one, I changed his eye position. And here's the stage where I notice his face is tilt a little bit. Alright, so that was before and after some rendering. See? And then we built a little confidence slash. I need to merge it because or I'm gonna duplicate merge so I can fix his face a little. I think his head is a little off. I have extended his mouth a little too far, and now it's beginning to look I think I need to find a reference of a smile from this angle. Oh god. As soon as I searched up 3/4 angle smile, I found references of, or not references, I found artist attempts. drawing this exact same thing, and I'm like, man, it is difficult, huh? Okay. I was like locked in for real. I do think his head is a little too big. Or just like I changed the angle a little bit and it's like bizarre. Or it was always bizarre and it wasn't really obvious. But he looks good now. Up close now. Maybe his neck is too short. Hold on, let me move him around. Yeah, it was like slightly off center. How to draw this color. Alright, let me look up some suits. Gotta look at the texture of these suits. They're not like shiny, but like I feel like they have. Oh, they always have like a tiny bit of sheen because they're like more finely. The fabric's more fine. Add a little bit of lightness here. Maybe that's. This. I think I drew this suit a little off here. Should have the notch here. Got a few suits in my life, and I think I draw them wrong every time. At least the first time. I fix it always. Usually this long, or are they short? Like they're longer now. Wait. No. Wait. Yes, they are longer. It's harder for me to draw this with my glasses on. Like, there's a little tiny bit of glare on my glasses. I draw something. That's why I have to like concentrate so hard. The easiest way to do this is to carve the shapes in. And then like blend them a bit. bit of Viclify action here. Don't like that it's pure black here. up this brightness because my eyes are straining to see what I'm doing. But before and after, this is before. And after. Whew. Yeah, I can't see what I'm doing, which is making this very difficult. Figure out a balance so I can see what I'm working on, but also have it look black. Strictly for the jacket. Everything else is fine. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to apply this filter just to the jacket. I'm not gonna apply it to the top, right? Does that help? Still looks black, right? I need to take a break from that jacket. It's like driving me nuts. struggle of taking off my glasses. I can see my tablet better, but I can't see my browser. I mean, not browser, my second monitor better. Why? What a pain. Okay, let's do the before and after. Okay. Okay, well, I'm working on the hair. But, now. Before, after, before, after. Or, after. It looks a little bit less shapely in his body, but it makes more sense, I think. Also, he's gonna probably be cut off from this. Since that's the case, I am going to do this. Probably gonna go over it with a texture brush too. I have to add another darker shadow here. Okay, going back to his hair now. For this part, I'm going to add a little highlight color. A little warmer because of the lighting situation. Wow, okay, maybe not. Never mind. Looks basically, that's crazy. People do this style like this and then like cut into it. Not doing that today. Little personality. He's a young guy. I don't think perfectly qualified. Bro, your ears. You don't have ears. Watch him undo this. So cool. As if I never had to search up how to draw ears in the first place. I do need a darker shadow here. It's not gonna work. Good enough. It looks like it's here, right? Actually not that he's smiling, he's actually like mid-conversation or something, like he's halfway talking. But that was a really weird halfway talking. Like, caught as he's saying something. Oh, because he's weird. Maybe this guy was just missing lips this whole time and it looked weird. Isn't it weird like how it looks kind of not orange, but warmer down here? Perfect. Doing the before and after again. The before, that's the after. You want to see them side by side? Ooh. Am I the only one getting tired of looking at him? Might be that I should go to the other character for a little bit. I'm going to We're gonna add a little bit of darkness to this shirt. So if anybody finds this music really loud, from song to song, sometimes the song, you know, like all one playlist, like, out of nowhere sometimes. Surprise! Wake up! That's what the chat is there for. Who can tell me? Ooh. Looks like I didn't clean up the brush layer. I am gonna go over it again with like a textured brush. But for now I'm just adding to make sure when I zoom out, can you read everything? See? I turn this off and we zoom out here. You can see he's wearing a shirt and he's wearing a suit, but can you see where his collar is? Can you see it now? Also, when I go back here and I turn this off, can you see where his face ends? Because if you're looking at me, well, I have very direct lighting on me, so maybe I'm a little extreme. But you can see where my chin ends and where my neck starts. Versus with him, you can't really see it if you zoom really far out, especially with me. I have it built in, I don't have my glasses on. So it's really easy to see, like if you squint your eyes, you can't tell out the shapes. Is actually an art hack. So that means I should actually pick this color as well. Right over here. I will go over the outside line and make it darker as well, so you can read it better. That is the last step. That is probably the step after my client. Okay? Because that means I can't change anything now. This is not so bad with his skin color. But when I zoom out, and here I'll show you. Actually, this is probably a better way to show you what I mean. I zoom out. Is it easy to read? And his skin color is not so bad because he's got, you know, some tone, but if he was very pale, could you tell the difference between his collar and his neck? Zoom out very far. You can do the little squint test again. Subtle is good though. Sometimes you don't need such sharp shapes. However, because they're going to be kind of small, I think it's better to be able to read them. Because they're going to be put with a bunch of other characters. Right here it is. Here. Skin is touching directly onto something else. He's a man, so he's going to add himself. Oh right, I needed this. This color I think is wrong. Research it up. Yeah, if you're wearing a suit, I think his collar actually would be tighter. So this whole time, we've been drawing his collar like this. His top button is undone. Whoops. The beauty of references, am I right? Okay, don't mind me, just gonna fix this really quick. A better reference. Did y'all know that I was drawing the color wrong? And if you didn't know, now you're learning how to draw a suit. Maybe I was just feeling for him, because I feel like men having to button this top button looks pretty uncomfortable, to be honest. I've drawn and I've also sewn so many shirt colors, but don't remember. Fun story, I actually failed my very first year of fashion design because I couldn't pass my sewing exam. And you know what I had to sew on my exam? I actually blinked, I think from nerves, because there was so much pressure. But you know what I had to sew? A dress shirt collar. It's showing. The lore. Before, after. Now it looks right? Something was like off this whole time. I was like, something feels weird. Do you think this part here should be more curved? Now he looks like a dapper young man. Look at him. He buttoned up his top button. Handsome. I'm gonna double check his suit. It's not the angle, but the curve of the suit jacket. It is open, so wouldn't be really strong shadow, especially because he's holding it up like this. Actually, now that I think about it, if he's holding it, wouldn't it be like here? Hold on a second. His jacket would be like this. Because he's holding it. Either I have to move his arm, his hand, or I have to move his jacket to be like this. In that case, let me move his hand.
see the reference that was sent. No, hold on. I'm not moving the hand. I'm moving the jacket based on the reference. I'm gonna have to look up a reference for that one hand. I'm doing it right now. I had one in my previous files. Also, if he's holding his lapel like this, his thumb is actually underneath the lapel. Now you may be wondering, Mitsuki, why, if you had a reference, why didn't you just use it? The reference is in a different angle. Not exactly. It's also an artist reference, so I cannot copy it one for one, otherwise I will copy all the mistakes that the other artist did. Now, it looks right to me, but I don't know that. Because clearly, I have never drawn this before. One finger is not following the rest, but see, slight change. Could I have gotten away with it? Probably. Maybe. considering I didn't think about the color beforehand. I don't think most people would notice that. But that's not my job. Getting away with it is not my job. Drawing these characters and doing them justice is my job. Alright, let's take a pause on this character. Hold on before I do that. I always say that. I always do that. I am going to introduce a highlight here. And a little bit of texture, because it was bothering me. I have been meaning to do it this whole time. Little bit of highlight and the peak part. Okay, if you weren't watching earlier, I had another character this whole time, and she is missing blush. That was not what I was gonna say. Okay, but she is at the stage that I started with him. He started here. He is now here. After I want to say like, I don't know if you're on YouTube, you can zoom back, but I want to say like it's been an hour, maybe an hour and a half on the rendering here. So let's see how far we get with her. I don't think we will finish, but also I don't think I can finish because I do need to double check with my client, make sure everything is correct. Now we're working on Ophelia! Woohoo! Okay, but before that, let me add blush, because I won't get these colors right. He's also like this sun-kissed color, so maybe I should add that. Well, it doesn't say sun-kissed, but I get this impression that she's supposed to be kind of sun-kissed. I add redness to the chest as well. Why? I don't know, because it's cuter. I'm just really obsessed with blush, so I add it everywhere. But also because I think your heart is under your chest. Chest, blood, heart. Fun makeup trick. If you need to make your face look shorter, you add blush to the forehead and your I just add that for variation. Right there. I did want to add a little bit more of this like warmer tone throughout as well. Like put bronzer on this girl. She looks a little bit gray right now. Okay, and we're starting it now. Oh, why is it so difficult? Where are my glasses? Ah, here. This is a button. Okay, yeah. Flipping mask. There's a light hitting her ear. Like this. Doing a little bit of a different approach from the previous one. Tiny bit. I already did that with the sun-kissed. Alright. A tiny bit of color variation. Now, I'm gonna start on her face. Because face, always most important. Now she's got that expression of kind of like, yeah, try me. Expression. You're supposed to have light blue eyes. That looks super. Even if I gave a character like pink eyes, I'd make them look natural. Well, I don't know if your mouth should really be like beyond pink, but it's kind of working for you right now. That's a kind of weird face. Oh. I was gonna make a really funny joke about the fact that like the view count immediately went up as soon as I started drawing. Joking. all of us artists, we like to see pretty girls. Majority of art posts are just pretty girls. However, it went down, so it's okay. And if it goes back up, like the highest before this whole stream, I will note it down up here. That's really funny. A little bit. I know it looks like I was doing absolutely nothing for like a little bit of that, and I just... Actually, I don't have the original. What the heck? I can show you in history though. I'll take a screenshot. How far can it go? Here? That's kind of close to where we were at the start. Slightly. I'll take a screenshot here. It's a little bit farther. Like, did I do anything here? I did. Not really. So here, let me show you. So we'll have a reference point similar to our guy over there. What the heck? Trying to make it so it's like doesn't leak your eyes out. Okay. This is the one we're working on. That's what it was. No matter what I do, it's not going to be perfectly aligned. Anyway. I just didn't want your eyes to be confused. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm genuinely. He's supposed to be kind of looking a little up. So it should be like this. Her mouth is the only thing, because her nose is actually kind of looking upward. tilting her head up a little bit. I feel like her eyes should follow that. Either looking down at you or just looking to the side at you at least. But if I go too hard on this, it looks like weak. Yeah, I know, like she looks like a little scary. Make her eyes follow her a little better. Her nose is pointing this way. Lip is pointing this way. She should point this way, and her eyes also should point the same line direction. That's why I was moving it. Moving it over because I feel like the side of her face doesn't have room. Right here. Okay. You should have some space on the side of her face. Like you can see here. There should be some side of her face. Right now her eye was like equal. Or it felt like it. I think it should be looking like she's looking at you, testing it, like she wants to fight you. Doesn't it kind of look like I've changed her angle a little bit though? I was thinking maybe it should be more dramatic. I think it's just because I changed your chin. I saved the sketch a little bit for this because I have to erase this because I cannot paint on top of this otherwise. Sometimes it looks like I forgot a piece or something. Or it's not accurate to the character, but I'm like, no, wait, I'm coming back. I just don't want to paint around it otherwise it's not. This should be the every time.
Hi, Corey. Thank you so much. For the past little bit, just been walked in.
And zoom in. Zoom out. So for this stream, this is a screenshot because I forgot to put the layer, but we started here. And then, well, actually, we started with the sketch with no color, and now we're here. And the same for him. I know the title says the completion. I don't think that's gonna get really close to completion, but not completion. Supposed to be gold. So I zoom out and the golden one. Ladder stone and like a pointy stone that's sticking out. does now. You can see like up close, it's not like very clean. It's actually really messy because I stayed cleaned out for a very long time. As opposed to him, he's a little bit more clean. Tiny. Her face started out clean. And it started to get messy. I'm tired. I'm going through with an airbrush now. Added it yet. I haven't added it because it's not clean yet. It'll look a lot more lively when I add shine everywhere. Like here and here, here, over here. Before. A little bit more to be done. Same with him, he doesn't have a shine in his eye either. This is temporary. Set it there for him. They're a lot more lively. Just haven't got there. Now that I've added it, I don't like it. It's a little bit too young, but I'll fix it. Not perfect, but let's see them with the other characters here. Oop. Maybe I'll move these guys down. Okay, I see them all. So this is what we're aiming for the level of completion. This is the style it's gonna be. You can see these ones have like the outer outline that's darker. We have like the
Good timing, Angela. Thank you so much. If you're on Twitch, Angela came by on YouTube to say something super sweet. Yay! I'm like looking at them all together now. They're not like done. I think I have to do a lot more off stream. And obviously I have to send it to Angela so she can improve. Thank you for stopping by. Like this one has a lot of the little sparkles. And Celia's got like tiny things so that they're all but yeah, these ones have like the outside outline. And like obviously Ophelia doesn't. He's not as obvious because he's very dark. But that's the level of polish we're going for. However, right now, not there yet. But here's a good point to stop off at because I'm not gonna lie, I'm hungry. But I'm glad Angela could stop by and see them. Yeah. That's pretty much what's happening. There's still a little bit more to be done, but I don't think I'm going to stream anymore for these two characters. But we do have more in the set, so I'll be able to show more of them as we progress. And then I'll fit them into the little, not cubes, rectangles, into the set so that we can see them all together and they're gonna look really cool. But I'm gonna go eat a snack now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, especially on YouTube. Oh, I just whacked into everything. That's how you know I need a snack. Okay. I will be streaming again on Wednesday. Also, heads up, I do have a con, a Toronto Game Expo, right? Yeah, Game Expo this weekend. So, a lot of the streams that I've been working on are things that I have to work on that are time sensitive. So, a lot of commissions. I can't even talk anymore. I'm dying. I'm hungry. But yeah, lots of commissions. We're gonna be working on that stuff. Okay, thank you. Bye.